Hola and welcome to Renovations McGlynn. We're the McGlynn family starting fresh in Andalusia, Spain, restoring an off-grid farm into a self-sufficient haven. We bought an abandoned farmhouse in Spain for €40,000.
Don't forget those additional fees.
Plus additional fees. It's the beginning of our off-grid adventure.
But our adventure hasn't been all smooth sailing. Hidden under 20 years of dust, there's been some incredible surprises, but also some legal loopholes that tripped us up and nearly took all of our land away. If you're dreaming of buying an off-grid property in Spain, you need to know what we've learned.
And if you love off-grid living, please subscribe and follow our journey. So, why this place? We wanted a debt-free, self-sufficient life with minimal expenses.
Somewhere with character, where we could grow our own food, have a base to travel the world, and just enjoy life.
After months of searching, we finally found this 2-bedroom property on 5.8 acres of land, and it had us at hello.
Well, it had Gem at hello anyway. It took me a little bit of time to come round.
But he did, and now he's glad he did.
Yeah, not far wrong.
It's got breathtaking valley views and that perfect rustic charm.
Don't forget the olive grove.
Yes, definitely can't forget the olive grove. It is absolutely beautiful with the trees that are over 100 years old as well. It's just really beautiful, isn't it?
Kids love it as well.
Definitely. Another thing that actually really sold the property for us was the location.
5 minutes from the local shops, bars, £1.60 a bottle, schools, and even a full-on football stadium.
And swimming pools. And with the football stadium, it's actually a proper full-on stadium as well. It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll have to do a
Really
video
good
on that as well. Also, just 10 minutes down the road, we've got a much larger town that actually has everything you could ever think of.
Literally everything. They've got laundrettes, they have market, regular events. We went to a car show there. We've been to what else we've been to there? We've been to
we had all the fun fairs.
Fun fair.
Yeah, they literally, like anything, any excuse for a party, it is happening, and it's literally 10 minutes down the road. So you have all of that, and then at the end of the day, you pull up with the skies just full of stars and completely quiet other than the wildlife, isn't it? It's just, it's really, really wonderful.
We're also a really nice distance from the beach, actually, about 40 minutes. So we get not only the benefits of being in the quieter parts of inland, where there's less people, less hustle, less bustle. We've also got, just down the road, a quick journey to the beach, and the kids are in their happy place.
Yeah, and then on the other hand, about 2 hours in the other direction, we've actually got the Sierra Nevada. So there's the option for all the skiing and everything, which is something we haven't actually personally done before, and it's something we're both really, me and the kids really, really want to do. Callum doesn't like the cold, so he can stay at home. And then in the other direction, we've also got a desert. So we literally have everything that you could possibly think of, don't we?
Yeah, it's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, so location is amazing. Okay, so back to the house. This house had been abandoned for over 20 years.
The previous owner had moved into a care home, and while the family was selling it on his behalf, it had laid dormant and empty.
And before he'd actually moved into a care home, they'd actually done it all up for him as well, so the whole thing had been renovated. So underneath all the dust, we found marble worktops, really nice Spanish tiles. Even the staircase is made out of marble. It's like, you just wouldn't expect it, and compared to a lot of the other properties we went to go and view, this one was in so much of a better condition, wasn't it? And for the price, couldn't believe it. 100%.
You can feel the love that the house used to have. Obviously being called Renaissance as well for House Reborn, you could tell that that there was a nice feeling in the house, that it had been loved, and we want to carry that on with the house. It's somewhere that certainly Jem fell in love with straight away. The instant she walked in, she kind of knew that she wanted it. And actually we all have now. The kids absolutely feel at home there already. we all feel at home there. We all have wanderlust whenever we're not there. We just want to get back to it and see our house again.
Yeah, definitely. It's just, you can feel that there's just so much potential there. And even outside, like, the nature is thriving. We have like the grapevines growing up the house. We've got so many different fruit plants, haven't we? We've got pomegranates, like
lemons, figs, oranges. I think there's a lime.
Yeah, there's a lime.
Obviously the olives.
Yeah.
And
this is all already, like, I mean, it's been abandoned for 20 years. It's all very, very overgrown, and there's a lot we've got to cut back and revive, and we have started to make progress on that, haven't we?
But it's as a foundation. But as a foundation, it's a great place to start.
Yeah, definitely. We've also, right next to our land, there's an old railway line, which has been converted into a stunning walking and cycling route. So we really couldn't ask for more. It's literally got everything, as we said earlier. We're so, so happy. So let's take a quick tour and check out this olive grove, the heart of our land. Here's the kitchen. This is just the first day we moved in. We were just clearing out a load of the dusty stuff, wasn't we?
Just look at the valley views. You can see for miles around, and just feels like it's just a big sky. It's just everywhere you look, you feel like you're out in nature and can see the world.
Okay, so breaking down the costs, let's talk numbers. So the house and land we paid €40,000 for, which again, we believe is a total bargain. Like, we've not seen anything else like it for that price.
But with any house purchase in Spain, there is always additional costs that you need to be aware of. So there was the notary fees. Now this is the fees that we had to pay to a notary in the UK to get all of our documents certified to be able to use with part of the purchase when we did it. Now that was around €1,255. We also had the purchase tax. Spain loves a good tax. And that came to around €2,800. And we had also the land registry to register the land in our name, which came to around €3,000. We're still waiting for the confirmation on how much that'll be. Apparently it takes around 3 to 6 months, so we'll find out what the total cost of that was soon. But also obviously the solicitor fees as well. Our solicitor was excellent. He was a local solicitor. He was actually recommended to us by a lot of people in the community where we were purchasing, and he handled the sale perfectly for us. He advised us when we wanted advice and kind of made sure he was there the whole step of the way and kind of got what we want. He's also been more than happy to kind of offer advice since. So if we've needed something or we're not quite sure what we do, while we've been getting used to the area and making friends and all of that.
And some issues with some legal drama with the land as well. He also
true.
was assisting us then as well, wasn't he? We'll go into that in some more detail in a second.
Yeah. But in total, when you add the purchase of the price of the house and all of the additional fees together, we're looking at a total cost of
€48,265. It is still an absolute steal. So what's next? We're going off-grid. Solar power is on the way, and we'll be restoring this farmhouse step by step.
P.S. Bluetti, if you're listening, answer your emails.
Definitely. One huge bonus is that we've actually discovered, since buying the house, we didn't purchase it knowing anything about this, is that the house itself is actually hooked up to the mains water. We
were told it was not, and that it had been disconnected, and we actually paid someone to come out and look and help, and they were like, yep, it's been disconnected. But we were clearing some undergrowth and found a stopcock, of course. Turned the stopcock on and hey presto, we had water. We just need to figure out who we're supposed to be paying for the water at the moment, but the house is linked to water. We do need to, however, use different water for irrigation.
And that's something that we're going to be building a setup for later on, and we will be uploading regular videos about that as well.
We're going to be growing our own food, so getting a vegetable patch planted and all of the fun that comes with that.
Yeah, and we're going to be restoring the farmhouse itself. We've already made massive transformations in the olive grove. Like most of the trees are now half the size. We've got so many little areas. We want to create like an outdoor kitchen and everything, don't we?
Yep, 100%.
We are going to make this really special.
It's been stressful at times, horrible at times, especially when we found out the initial inquiry from the neighbour. That was gut-wrenching to start with for a while. But it's the liberation and the freedom that it's going to give us is going to be next level. Completely debt-free from this move, so we will have zero debt in any way, shape or form. Our month-to-month running costs are going to be significantly cheaper.
What we will do is, when we've been out there for a few months and we've actually worked it out properly, we'll do another video on actually how much it's going to cost us to live out there every month, and then we can put it into perspective of what
we're currently paying.
Yeah, because in the UK our bills were so much higher, and so this move is
freedom.
Yes, we want to be able to use this opportunity to get back to nature, slow down a little bit, but in the same token we also want to be able to show the kids the world. We want them to see all the places that we've always wanted to take them to and that we study and that we talk about. So this is hopefully going to be the beginning. So would we do it all again? Absolutely. So some tips for buying in Spain. If you're thinking of buying an abandoned property in Spain, here's what we have learned.
Number one, and it's boring and you're gonna hate it, do your research. Check the legal status of the land, make sure the house has a habitation license and is legal. Because if it's not, you can have a whole ton of pain. Look for clauses.
Yeah.
Like the one we discovered, and like that, because it's not worth the hassle, honestly.
Yeah, no, I've definitely got a lot of grey hairs from that experience.
They were from that experience.
And being with you. There we go. And also, make sure you budget beyond the purchase price. Obviously, it goes without saying that restoring a house is going to cost a lot of money, but the things that you think are going to be relatively cheap are usually not.
Yeah. Day-to-day equipment. So purchasing equipment like that in Spain, it compared to prices in the UK, is stupidly expensive.
Yeah, and the second-hand market as well isn't what it is in the UK. So,
although we have just found the local market, so
yes, yeah.
So hopefully we'll be able to find some bargains there on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, we'll have to do a little walk around there and show you, true, that we can get anything from there. But it's not as in abundance as in the UK. Like, you can't just, I don't know,
go on eBay.
Go on eBay. Well, you can in some areas, but we're a bit rural, so yes, another thing actually of our post up. We do lots of videos and give you an update on everything.
And three is choose the right location. So we wanted a balance between rural and having convenience. We didn't want to be in a town. We live in a town in the UK. We'd had enough of people. We wanted to be out in the sticks. I grew up on the farm. Jem's always dreamed of living on a farm. So we wanted to have that space that's ours. Somewhere the kids can run and you're not constantly looking at them going, are they safe? Are they this? Are they that? Like you have to in the UK. And this gives us that.
Yeah, it really does. But the thing is, although we wanted that life somewhere where we could just head to after a busy day that was just ours and away from everything, we are actually still quite sociable as well. So we do actually want to make sure that obviously everyone has an engagement with people, including the children. We're actually very lucky. We've also already made friends with our neighbours, and which has been amazing, hasn't it?
Kids the same age as our kids. It's
yeah.
Match made in heaven.
They're going to be going to the same schools as well, which is great because with the language barrier, it's great that they've made these friendships now, so that when they start in September, they will be able to speak more of the Spanish language.
Yeah.
It's a wild ride, but if done right, it can be incredibly rewarding. So that's our story.
€48,265 for our dream off-grid life in Spain.
As we said before, we've got so much more to share, from renovations to self-sufficiency projects, so make sure you hit like and subscribe.
Your support means absolutely everything to a channel like ours.
If you've got questions, thinking of buying land in Spain, drop thoughts in the comments, we'd love to chat.
And don't forget to check out our other videos where we document our entire journey through our life in Spain.
And beyond.
See you in the next one.
Adios.